Hey Scorpio, EverlongMystic here. So we're gonna get you a message. And I've mixed together a Lenormand deck and a Kipper deck. So we're gonna do like a block spread, and then I'm just gonna pull information from it. And then we will pull a couple tarot cards just for advice or further information. Alright, for Scorpio. Can you hear my cat meowing in the background? He never remembers that he's already eaten. Alright. Okay. So you have the anchor. Starting out stable here. Oh, then we have some trouble. So the snake is coming up, and the snake just represents trouble. It could be a little trouble or big trouble, but we'll see in a little bit. Alright, thief. So either someone is taking advantage or like sucking your energy or something. Toil and labor. We have the child card here. Now this child card, it can literally be referencing a child. But it's been coming out kind of like this, it's giving like this nostalgia vibe of like, like when you were a kid and you dream of things and like how you wanted your house to be and what you wanted to be when you grow up and, stuff like that. Man, so we have the whip showing up here, and the whip it could represent hard work, which it's probably what it's referring to because we have toil and labor here. But we've got these, I don't know, these nostalgic memories, dreams in the middle. But it's like this, it's sandwiched on either side with hard work, toil, and labor. It's like, I don't know, like you're working towards something here. Something that you've wanted for a long time. Yeah, you're still thinking about it. So we have the thoughts card here, but we also have the wishing well. And the wishing well, of course, is about wishes, things you wish for. There's one message about being careful what you wish for, but the other part of it is you're gonna have to work hard for what you wish for. And I feel like that's exactly what we're saying up here. So that's just confirmation for what's going on over here. And so these thoughts could very well be like how much more work, how much more is it going to take from me? And maybe that's the thief. Maybe this toil and labor, hard work is what's stealing your energy. Or that's what you're giving it. I mean, I don't know, but like the thief in trouble, I don't know. I mean, unless, excuse me, unless you're working harder than you need to, then you could be stealing from yourself or causing the thievery. All right, so we have change here. Something's brewing. Ooh, a change occupation. So there's some kind of change here involving the whatever you're working on here. It doesn't necessarily have to be your occupation, but there's a good chance that it's something that you work on a day-to-day basis. So you're switching something up here. And it's going to have an overall outcome of, it's going to benefit you, your health in some way. Oh, beautiful. So we have the flowers showing up here, which, number one, the flowers is a very positive card. So it kind of eases some of this, I don't know, like abusing yourself with hard work. You know what I mean? But it also just represents beauty. I feel like it's kind of like this positive outlook that's going to come through after whatever this change is. Now we have the child again. Alright, so we have another child here. So this feels like a person, like an actual child. Either that or someone who looks up to you. They're unhappy about something. We have despair, but sometimes children can be a little dramatic. Alright, then we have false person. This false person is in the same line as the thief, but I don't know that this false person is a thief. There's definitely something going on that can't be trusted. And I was saying, like sometimes children or young people are very like over dramatic. I know, like when my kids were in like junior high, it was just drama city. So what might be coming out as despair might just be a minor grievance or something. Perhaps we're not trusting this dramatic response to something here. So here we have the messenger, or the rider actually. It's the rider, and in this deck, it's all blinged out. It's got rainbow, unicorn, like it's very obvious that whatever message this messenger or rider is bringing in is a positive one, a good message, something you want to hear, something that you'll love to hear. It's kind of the same energy as this positivity, this newfound positivity, something benefiting your health, brighter outlook on things. And that's going to help a lot with any future challenges that you come across here with the mountain. And then we're ending with the mask. So I feel like this mask is more about how you choose to present yourself, or how you choose to fit in somewhere. I feel like you've got options. I feel like this mask is more like giving you like a more of a variety of ways to relate somehow. I'm not sure why it's coming through like that, but it is. It's not a negative. I mean, the mask can definitely come through as negative, but we've got the very positive bouquet here that kind of lightens it up a bit and gives it more of a positive meaning. And Scorpio, you are, I think, you're the last in this series. I think you're the only one that didn't actually come out as a main character. And I'm kind of taking that as like not being maybe not being like as self-absorbed as maybe you have been. It's like like sometimes it's okay to be in the limelight, sometimes it's okay to stand back and let other people have the talking stick or whatever, you know what I mean? But I do want to look into a couple of these cards here. I want to look into the trouble. So the trouble is connected to, the child and the false person. So I feel like that's not a huge worry. If you can tell that they're being a little over dramatic. If not, like you might, like maybe there's some telling some fibs or something. You know what I mean? I mean, children aren't like it's weird. Like sometimes they're like brutally honest, and other times it's like, no, I didn't take that cookie from the cookie jar. You know what I mean? So what else? What do we want to look at? What's the change about? So this change here is linked to this kind of nostalgia vibe of what you've been dreaming of since for years, and difficulties, as if it's been like a rough couple decades or something. Like, back when you were younger, you had these dreams, and maybe, you didn't realize how hard it was going to be. But we do have you making some changes that's heading towards that has a much brighter outlook, which is nice. And this card here, the anchor, this is a major stabilizer, right? So a strong foundation or a source of stability for you is it's linked to whatever change is being made. So that's good. If you are in the middle of making a change, or if you're planning a change with something, it's a good change. And try not to overthink it. Try not to overthink it too much. Because I feel like some of you, there's some kind of something financial possibly linked with this change, and you're wondering here, like with the despair, like, oh man, what if I can't get a job, or what if I can't afford it, or what if it blows up in my face, or what if, right? So here, the mountain, the what's getting in your way, or the blockage, or the oppressive thing for you, it's literally linked to the toil and labor and the hard work. So it's a fine line, right? Because like you want to do as much as you can, but you don't want to. It's like you want to do as much as you can, but you don't want to hurt yourself, right? So definitely know your limits. Because if you go overboard, I mean, like what if you do too much and you hurt yourself, then you can't do anything, right? I mean, it's, along those lines. But definitely, definitely work towards that change, whatever that change is that you're trying to make, because it looks good for you. So let's pull a few tarot cards just to see if there's any advice or additional information. I think that's super cool that you were like low key enough to just not even show up in your spread. Like, yeah, I don't even need to be there. Everyone else is like, here I am. The only thing that, I mean, the biggest thing that I get, like when you actually show up, is I could look around you and see what's directly influencing you. And then I can see whether, like, if you show up on the spread, I can usually, I can tell if you're being influenced a lot by the past, or if you're forward future thinking, or, like there's a few things I can get if you show up, but you don't need it. You don't need it right now, because you've been thinking and doing a lot. And you're one of the signs that did not get the crossroads. So whatever choice you've had in the past, you've already made the choice. You've already made the decision. So that's cool, because there's a lot of signs right now that are in the middle of a crossroads, and they're like, oh, what do I do? All right, Scorpio, advice or more information? So we have the Two of Wands, which is directional for me. And what I like here is we've got this white stag or deer, whatever this is. And it's a symbol of spirit. Like spirit is with you and spirit is guiding you. You see how the light is shining right through, like the direction that you need to go in. So, like listening to your inner, your inner voice, your intuition, your gut, that is leading you in the right direction here. Yeah, and if you're not hearing that inner voice, then we have a little bit of meditation that could help here. Just quieting the mind, get a better listen. Then we have the Page of Cups. So where I feel like this Page of Cups is going somewhere. It's like he's got his cup and he's headed out. So it's almost like you've heard something. You've heard something and you're about to do something about it. Looks like you're about to give somebody a hand here. We have Six of Pentacles, and I'm not so much getting the balance thing as I am giving somebody a hand. The first thing that jumped out of this card were these hands down here. I mean, like, I generally feel like you are, for the most part, Scorpio, you're a good person. You're a good person. It's like you're willing to help people out, and you're willing to work hard, and I don't know. I feel like you're listening to your intuition. You're headed in the right direction. So this is a really nice reading to have. I like it. All right, Scorpio. So this is your message. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.